What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Litecoin today. This will be a quick one. This one comes at the request of Chocolate Cookie, Mr. and Mrs. Chocolate Cookie. I don't know, but Chocolate Cookie, you requested this, so we're doing it, man. It's about time. It's been a little bit since we talked about it, so fair enough. I did just make a video. For anybody who just saw it, it had some audio playing. I had, just as I've done a few times, I left a video playing in the background, and it wasn't for the whole video, but for the beginning, and it was kind of annoying. So took it down. Very annoying, actually. So I took it down. The reason why this video is going to be quick is because I already know what I want to say. And without any further ado, let's just get into it, man. I like Litecoin. I think it looks bullish. I know on the weekly here it kind of looks bearish, but we'll dissect this thing and kind of go further. To be fair, rejecting this area isn't completely condemning, but it's not necessarily a good thing, right? You kind of had a top here and then a higher high here. You had a top here and a higher high, and it wasn't good, but totally different market conditions. Totally different market conditions. You were above the purple line here. You're at the end of the bull market, the beginning of the bear market. Now you're at the beginning of the bull market or the end of the bear market. You're still above the 50 on the long term or on the short term RSI, and more or less, anytime you've been below the 50, it's been short lived. So you are showing strength. I do like this RSI. Let's see. I forget. Let's see if you topped top to bottom there. Didn't really top anywhere. Maybe it's on the daily. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So from top to bottom of this little range, you actually get a nice deep extension at the 2414. That's where you topped off, and you actually came all the way back down, and you're holding the 100 level as support, which I like. That means you will likely see continuation from here. Maybe you go to the 3618, maybe the 3414. I don't know. Maybe somewhere past that or before that, but I like it. I definitely like it. Looking at the daily RSI, you are holding the 50 area as support. You're bouncing off of it, right? You're getting higher lows in the RSI, which is nice. That's encouraging. Higher lows here. If we were to take a fib from this most recent low to this high here, you went to the 618 kind of, but you couldn't. There wasn't enough selling pressure, so you couldn't get there. This is normally a bullish thing, and I know it looks like I said this in my last video that I just made and deleted, but it looks like we're staring death in the face right now with how this looks, I would say. But holding this 50, as long as you're above the 50 on this RSI, as long as you're not closing on a daily below this, then I think you're good. I really do think you're good. And maybe even closing a daily below this high here. But this is more relative, so I might throw more weight on that. But I think it looks good, personally, at the moment. And let's see, from bottom here to top, holding the 382, I like that, man. That's really nice, yeah. Got a little pop. As long as you're holding the 382, that's good. So yeah, I would definitely say if you close a daily below the 382 or below this red candle here, get this RSI below the 50, I will change my mind. I would change my mind very quickly. I would think that, this thing's probably going to go lower. At the moment, though, I'm bullish, and I think quite the opposite of that. I do think you're going to go higher. And if we took a fib from top here to bottom, the expectations could be anywhere from 121 to 137 or higher. You did see the 2414 off of this move, which right here would put us at 152, and I think that that's totally reasonable for Litecoin to make a move up there, or at least to 121 or the 130, somewhere in there. I think this was the relative low. I do think this was the relative low. I do think that we go higher from here. Again, this week does look pretty bearish. We've got 20 hours left in this week, though, so there is a lot of time for Litecoin. Litecoin could make here it did a 28% day. So if it did a 10% day from here, or a 5% day even, that would get it out of the rough real quick. You are above the purple line. The long-term RSI is above the 50. I like it. On the 4-hour, kind of flattening out. You look like a little flat. I don't know. It's got an ascending bottoming formation here. It's like ascending from the bottom, and then it's got a flat top. So this is actually good. It's like getting condensed and probably will break to the upside. We do have 14 minutes left in this 4-hour, though, and it doesn't necessarily look encouraging. You are showing weakness on the 4-hour RSI, definitely showing weakness, but to be completely fair, like, the bears, they've had you under the 4-hour RSI for a long time, and this is all they've done, really. You had a solid move down here, kind of, right? Here you moved down, but then you gave it back, and you had a nice move down, but you've just been moving sideways since. So the Bears haven't done a whole lot with this. The ball's in their court, and they just really haven't taken advantage of it. So really what you've been doing is confirming this previous area of resistance as support. right here, confirming this previous area of resistance as support. If we took a line and we put it at the bottom here, right there, all right, right there, whatever, it'd probably be a little bit lower. I don't know, on a closing basis, maybe we could put it right there. That's fine. But previous areas of resistance, right? Kind of a previous area of resistance right there. Resistance, resistance, and you're confirming it as support. So that's a good thing. Get this RSI above the 50, man. Start showing strength again, and you're probably on to the next one. Let's see. Last time you were held down by the 4-hour like this, you were kind of moving sideways, but you were below the purple line. The long-term RSI was below the 50, and this sent you down lower, and you actually went even lower than that. I don't think we're going to get that here. I really don't think we're going to get that here. I do expect ultimately, and I say ultimately, but in the near term, the very short term, I think that we're going to see prices above $115 before we see prices below $95. Again, though, if we do close a daily close below $95, if we get this daily RSI below the 50, I would change my mind. I would flip bearish very quickly. It doesn't take a lot for it to do it. That's not that big of a move away from here. But I like Litecoin right now, man. I think that it looks good. I think it looks like it wants to go up. Yeah, I keep bouncing back and forth just to check a couple things, but yeah, I think it looks good, man. I think it looks good. This week looks a little intimidating at the moment. It could close like this and still be totally fine. You were at the bottom here. You came up. You gave it all back. You had a very bearish looking week, and then you went up higher from there. You gave it all back on your most bearish week out of this whole drawback. That was the bottom, and you went up. So. Very, very bearish week here, and that was the bottom. You went. I don't know. It likes to do stuff like this. It likes to mess with you. Litecoin likes to mess with you. So we are kind of below this purple line. We're not quite at it yet, so I would at least think that we'd get to it. But with the move that I'm anticipating, we might get above it. We actually might get right above it. It doesn't look like Litecoin really respects this purple line. Not as much as some of the other cryptos does. It has a little bit, but not really much. So it probably will go above it, actually. Yeah, that's my opinion on it, and I'm sorry if this video seems short or not too thorough. I feel like I included everything that I wanted to say. Again, I made a video already. It was probably, I don't know how long it was, but I messed up, man. I had another video playing over it, so I will stop this one and check it and make sure it's all good. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.